So hi everyone, how's life? I hope you're having a wonderful day. I am currently in a pretty rainy London, just outside the Barbican Centre / Barbican Theatre. It's a Sunday afternoon and I'm about to go inside to watch Anything Goes the musical. Now I'm very excited about this musical. It's got a phenomenal cast. Sutton in it, also Robert Lindsay I believe, and I've heard such great things about it, so I'm really looking forward to it. I have actually seen this musical before on tour in the UK about 5-6 years ago. There might even be a review of it on my channel from like 5-6 years ago, but I don't remember it very much, and I'm pretty sure that this production is going to be a lot more exciting than the one that I saw several years ago. So yeah, it is raining. You might be able to see some of it. I am undercover though, don't you worry. But yeah, I thought I'd take you along the journey. Obviously you can't see the show with me, but I'll try and film as much as possible, and I'll share my thoughts at the end of it, so come along. This is this huge poster that they've got going on for Anything Goes, just as you enter from the main entrance, and it's so exciting. They've also actually got that exhibition over there, John de Buffet, which is an exhibition that I've been meaning to go for a long time. I haven't managed to yet because I've been away from London for the past couple of months, but I'm hoping to go to that as well, just on a different note. But yeah, this is the show. I am really looking forward to it, honestly. Look at the cast, look at the phenomenal cast. Also, I haven't been in the Barbican in a long time, so I'm just excited to be here. Now, ever since the 19th of July, which was about 4 or 5 days ago now, the rules here in the UK have changed and masks are no longer required anymore. Like, nobody can enforce you to wear masks by law. So because of that, I was a little bit worried coming here, because I was worried that a lot of people wouldn't be wearing masks. I mean, I know that I'm wearing masks. I've been wearing masks everywhere I've been, to be honest, in the past year and a bit. But yeah, so far from what I can see, the majority of people are still choosing to wear their masks. Now, I don't know if it's because the theatre is trying to enforce it, or if it's because they're just wanting to do it themselves. In the email from the Barbican, I did get like a little message that said, we do strongly recommend wearing masks, but it didn't say you have to. So yeah, from what I can see, the majority of people are wearing masks. That makes me really happy. We are going to check out the merchandise as well. Sorry about the little thing just there. I've got my, what do you call it, a dead cat. So if you see it blocked for a bit, I had to have a dead cat because of the wind outside. But yeah, we'll have a look at the merchandise as well, maybe in the interval, maybe after the show. The current time is, let me just check, about 2:20 p.m. The show starts at 2:30. So yeah, as you saw probably behind me over there, there is a bit of a queue to go into the theatre, but I think that queue is only for Upper Circle and the one above that, which I'm not sure what it's called here. My seat is in the Circle. I deliberately purchased in the Circle because it didn't have as many people. Like the Circle, from what I could see on the layout, I haven't been in this theatre in a long time, but from what I could see, it didn't like have as many seats, so I thought hopefully it would make me feel a bit more comfortable, because this is my first show back without social distancing. It's my first show back when like they haven't bothered to leave empty seats around me, so I'm a little bit on edge, I'm not gonna lie, but I feel confident. I'm doubly vaccinated myself, so I feel okay about that, but obviously I don't want to accidentally give something to other people either, in case I carry it without knowing I carry. Like, you just don't know. So that's why I'm choosing to wear my mask regardless. But there you go, that's another shot of the poster. The legendary stars for a legendary musical: Sutton Foster, Robert Lindsay, Felicity Kendall, Gary Wilmot, summer 2021. And I think that might be where I need to go actually. It says circles and gallery right, and I'm in the Circle, so I'm gonna speak to you once I'm in my seat. There's a pretty long queue, to be fair, even for Circle and stall, so I think any entrance would have like a long queue. I'm not sure why, but we're currently queuing in the shop, and the show is meant to start in about 5 minutes, so hopefully it should be alright, because there's a lot of us waiting. So I'm at my seat now. This is the phenomenal view that we have. The show is about to start, I think. Well, it's 2:30 now. There are still people coming in, so I think it should probably start in the next 5 minutes or so. But yeah, I'll speak to you after in the interval, basically. So, it is the interval, as you probably can tell. There's only 2 rows in the Circle, which is great. Also, this area here, I've got like a little, or everyone in the front row of the Circle has this back area, which has been really comfortable. The show is fantastic, honestly. It's such a joy. I'm obviously going to talk about it more when I get home later on, but I'm just so happy to be back in a theatre, and like as much as I was a little bit worried initially about the crowds and stuff, and yes, there are some people who aren't wearing masks. I mean, I myself have taken my mask off right now because a lot of people have left the theatre right now and I'm not really near anyone. But yeah, even though there are definitely some people without masks on, you forget it, you know? You try to be as careful as you can, that's all you can do, and at the end of the day, what else can you do? And I can tell you that I forgot as soon as the show started. I was just engrossed into the show, and the cast is phenomenal. The Act 1 ended on such a high. I'm just so happy to be here, honestly. I'm so happy. I'm really grateful. And to see people like Sutton, Robert Lindsay, and just a brilliant cast overall is just phenomenal. I love tap dancing. If you've been following my theatre vlogs for a long time, you know that I'm a massive fan of big dance numbers, especially if they include tap. And the last act finished basically, the first act, the last scene of the first act finished with an incredible tap dancing number, and the energy from the crowd as well was great. But yeah, I think I'm just going to stay here, and I'm going to get my program afterwards because yeah, I just need to stretch my legs a little bit, not going to lie. I'm going to show you the front of the circle in a second. It's not very spacious, and because I haven't been in the theatre in ages, I've just forgotten what it's like to kind of be crammed, but apart from that, it's absolutely fine. The stalls area downstairs seems to be obviously a lot busier. There's more seats there, and actually I've noticed more people not wearing masks downstairs as well, but that can change, you know. That just might be just a chance. So yeah, so there you go. This is the leg room that you get if you're in the front row of the circle. Not a lot, but it's fine. And then that's the stalls area downstairs, which obviously has a lot more seats than the other parts of the theatre. I think the section above me would be called the upper circle, and then there might be a balcony as well. But the view here is fantastic, and I actually was thinking I'd be happy to sit in one of those seats as well, either in the upper circle or just the circle where I'm at right now. And like I said, there's only 2 rows here, and being at the front for me has been incredible because I don't know, just for my anxiety, it's nice to know there's no one in front of me to, I don't know, I don't even know what I'm saying, guys. I'm just happy to be here. But yeah, this is the theatre. I guess I'll speak to you after the second half, so bye for now. Well, the show has ended. What a joy, honestly, what a joy was the show. I can't even explain it. So I'm here with the lovely Declan.
Hello.
Who was also watching the show.
He was. Yeah.
You loved it, you said?
It was incredible.
Yeah.
If you get the opportunity to see it, go and see it, because
it is amazing.
It's literally
amazing.
I have no words. But yeah. Oh,
such a great show.
Such a good
great show. Anyway,
go
thank you for saying hi.
It's alright.
Right, so as you can see, the theatre is more or less empty now. People are leaving, so I'm going to leave as well. I don't want to delay anyone. But yeah, it was lovely to meet Declan, who was also watching the show, and said they watched my videos for a while, and that really meant a lot to me. It was really nice to have a little chat with them as well. But yeah, this is the theatre. I'm gonna leave now because I'm a bit overwhelmed by this whole experience. It was such a great show, honestly. So I'm back in the foyer area. It's actually nice to be outside of the auditorium because I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty hot in there, and obviously with the mask on and everything, it made it even hotter and warmer. I mean, it's just been hot in the UK. So I think it's been hot everywhere. When I was in Vienna as well, it was so hot throughout the 2 months that I was there. So it's just a hot summer. But yeah, before I leave the Barbican altogether and go back home to talk a bit more about the show, I thought I'd go into the shop, or I think they're selling some merch just there as well. Just show you some of the things that they're selling, some of the merchandise for Anything Goes. I'm probably just going to buy a program because I don't really need anything else, although they do have some cute things, so let me show them to you. So this is the Anything Goes section over here. These are the programs, which quite a big one. I like it when they do that, when they do like a big program that has photos as well as cast information, like kind of all in one go. So that's good. They're selling these, there's a dog in the show if you don't know, and they're actually selling a little plush of the dog. That is such a cute idea. I mean, I'm not even like a big dog lover, but this is cute. I don't know if they have the price on there. It's just like a cuddle puppy. That's such a cute idea. I love it. They are selling masks, which is cool, just like an Anything Goes logo on it. So that's nice. What are these? Oh, badges, like a little badge that you can put on your bags or whatever. They're also selling, oh sorry, there you go, bags over here, reusable bags. Looks like nice quality actually. That's 12, that's saying euros. I've been in Austria for too long, guys. 12 pounds. And then they're selling some t-shirts here as well. So that's nice. And I don't know, was that a poster? Oh, that's cool. The t-shirts are £22, and then the posters are here as well. I think it's just a generic poster that they have with all the cast. So that's a nice souvenir as well. And then yeah, that's what the bags look like. What is this? Oh, okay, that's cute. I think this might be like a card holder / wallet. It's £16 though, so quite expensive, but it's a nice material. You know, you don't really often see people selling that for their shows, but it's quite unique. And then they've got the mug, Anything Goes mug, £8, just a standard mug. And then what is this? Not sure what this is. Oh, a magnet. There you go, it's a magnet. There's no cure like travel. Love it. And it's so like I feel like relevant as well for what's been happening in the world in the past, I don't know, year and a half of not being able to travel. And then they've got this keyring, and yeah, I think these dogs are just so cute. Also, I'm just going to show you the list of everything here as well, so you can see all the prices. But yeah, as I said, I think I'm just going to go for a program because that's all I really need. So, got my program. Also, it's worth noting that they do actually have a little hand gel area at the front of the shop, which I obviously used before I went into the shop, but it is nice that they have them. They have them around the theatre actually. I saw one as I first entered as well, so just in case you forget your hand gel, I mean, I always carry hand gel with me anyway, but it doesn't hurt to just do it one more time if you want to. They've just closed this merchandise stand, but it doesn't matter because the actual main shop over there is still open. It does have a bit of a queue as well, actually, look. Bit of a queue. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, by the way, if I look like a bit of a mess. I don't really know why, it's just because it's really hot. And yeah, I think I'm gonna leave. I think I'm leaving from the wrong area, I don't know. Haven't been to the Barbican in ages, but I should probably stop talking to you and start focusing on where I need to go, and I'll speak to you when I get home. So, I am back home now. It's actually been about 2 hours since the show ended. It's about 8 o'clock right now. I had to stay around the Barbican Theatre for about half an hour or so after the show finished because it was raining quite heavily in London and I didn't have anything with me. Stupidly, I was just wearing this t-shirt, so I was just like staying just outside the Barbican Theatre undercover for like half an hour. So I actually did an Instagram live, so if any of you came to my Instagram live during that time, thank you so much. You kept me company. But yeah, let's talk about Anything Goes. Firstly, this program, I'm a big fan of it. I like programs like this. I love programs that are bigger and include photos as well as cast information. I'm not about the get a brochure or a program live. I mean, I know a lot of theatres do that or used to do that. I don't know if they still do. But yeah, I'd rather just pay a bit more and get them all in one place, if that makes sense. Also, this program smells nice. I know that's weird, but I love smelling programs. But yeah, let's really quickly talk about Anything Goes. So Anything Goes, the story of it is pretty basic. It's basically like a love triangle type of thing. I would maybe call it a romantic comedy. The musical was first kind of made or brought to life back in the 1930s, I want to say. I think 1934 or something like that. In America, of course. And yeah, it's a simple plot. It's love, you know, romance, boy loves girl, girl loves boy. There is a love triangle going on as well, like I said. So yeah, the actual plot isn't necessarily that interesting, but that's kind of what stories were like. Musicals, a lot of musicals back in the days, old-fashioned musicals, that used to be what they would normally be about. And I don't mind, you know. I love Singing in the Rain, for instance. Singing in the Rain is one of my favorite classic musicals, and that's mainly a love story. So yeah, didn't expect it to be anything different. And like I said, because I'd already watched Anything Goes once about 5-6 years ago, I actually watched it with my friend Rebecca. So Rebecca, if you're watching this, shout out to you. It was the UK tour of it. Again, I don't remember much about it, so clearly it didn't have a huge impact on me back then. But yeah, I knew the story. And yeah, more than anything, this musical is about the dancing, it's about the characters, it's about the music. The songs are great, the dance numbers in it are phenomenal. For me, that was one of the best things about it. I love big dance numbers in any musical, but especially when they involve tap, I'm just like, yes. Especially when it's a phenomenal cast, like the cast in Anything Goes. And I'm going to have a look at the program with you in a second as well. But yeah, I thought the cast was phenomenal. The set was so cool. I mean, it's mainly set on a ship. Like throughout most of the musical, you're basically on that ship because yeah, that's where it takes place. But I thought they'd done a really, really good job with how it looked and everything. The costumes, wow, so good. I actually really liked my view as well. It was nice to see it from like a slightly higher angle. Normally I prefer sitting in the stalls, but as I said, I chose to sit in the circle because it only had 2 rows. And I don't know, for my first show back since the 19th of July, when everything has changed in the UK and you can basically do everything you want to now, you don't have to wear masks, you know, it's basically back to normal now. I don't really understand why they've done this, but since then a lot of things have changed in the UK, including in the theatres, because theatres are now allowed to have full capacity. And so yeah, because this was my first show back being in a full theatre, I just felt more comfortable being in the circle, and it was good. And I was speaking to one of my friends earlier as well, like I definitely noticed more people in the stalls not wearing masks, but I don't know if that's just because I could see them, you know what I mean? Like obviously I'm in the circle, so my view directly under me is the stalls, but also it could just be because there were more people in the stalls. So obviously statistically, when there are more people, sorry about the noise, I don't know what's happening. Lord have mercy. Yeah, obviously when there are more people somewhere, then statistically the chances of more people not wearing masks is also going to be higher. But it didn't bother me as much as I thought it would. You know, I have just come back from being in Vienna for 2 months, 2 and a bit, and yeah, over there they're very, very strict about, you know, wearing a mask. It's a smaller city as well. Obviously it's much, much smaller than London, so because of that, that means, you know, a smaller population, it's easier to manage. So I'm very, very used to people wearing masks everywhere, you know. In Vienna you won't come across anyone not wearing a mask in like indoor places, especially on public transport or a theatre. Not that I went to the theatre when I was there, but you know what I mean. So it was a bit of a shock to the system for me to kind of go from that. And even when I went to Disneyland Paris, everyone's wearing masks, so to go from that to kind of people just being so chilled about it, initially it was a bit of a shock, but it really wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. And because I was on the front row, I personally felt quite safe. And you know what, when the show started I forgot about it, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, But there you go. For me, I enjoyed the fact that I didn't have to think much about coronavirus for 2.5 hours whilst I was watching the show. And luckily, the people around me, immediately around me, were actually all wearing masks for the most part, so that was good. But yeah, enough about that. You know, you can't control what other people do at the end of the day. You can only control what you do. It's each their own at this point. So that's all I have to say about it. I am choosing to still wear my mask as much as I can, especially when I'm indoors. But if other people don't want to, I can't tell them otherwise, because the government is telling them that it's okay to not wear masks. Anyway, let's have a look at this wonderful program together, because the cast was fantastic. So for me, Sutton was definitely a big draw into why I wanted to go and see the show in the first place. She is a huge name in the theatre world. I mean, she's a massive star on Broadway, but also just generally, she's a big theatre name. And of course, I'd heard of her. I'd seen video clips of her. I'd seen maybe, you know, clips of her on YouTube and stuff. I'd never seen her live though, so I was really, really excited and curious more than anything to see what she's like live. And I can confirm that, like, she deserves the credit and the excitement and all the love that she gets, because she really is a fantastic performer. She's a great actress, a fantastic singer, her comic timing is great, and she's a phenomenal dancer as well. Like, she really is a triple threat. So it felt like an honor to see her live. And then Robert Lindsay as well. I actually last saw him, I want to say back in 2014 or something, so it's been a while, but he was in Dirty Rotten Scoundrels in the Savoy Theatre, and I saw him in that a few times, and he was fantastic. So yeah, fantastic cast, strong cast. There are other people in the show as well that I'm going to mention very quickly, but this is the list of all the songs in the show. I wasn't too familiar with the songs, to be honest, but I loved most of them. There was one in Act 1 that Robert Lindsay's character and Sutton Foster's character sing together, actually, and I think it was called Friendship, towards the end of Act 1. I loved that. That was so funny. They had so much chemistry, the pair of them. I really, really enjoyed that one. I think generally speaking, I did prefer Act 1 to Act 2, but that's normally the case with almost every musical that I see. So this is kind of the main cast, I want to say. You've got Sutton Foster, Robert Lindsay, Felicity Kendall, and Gary Wilmot. So I have actually seen Gary Wilmot in a couple of shows before as well, and he was also fantastic in this. I mean, the whole cast was great. And then these are some of the other cast members. I want to go through all of them, but I just can't, because otherwise this video will be too long, and I can hear the rain outside still, so sorry about the distraction. But yeah, it was a fantastic cast. Samuel Edwards as Billy Crocker was really, really good. Carly Mercedes Dyer, fantastic. And Nicole Lily Bateson as well. I think she, from what her bio is saying here, doesn't look like she's been in a lot of shows, but she was really, really good in this. So I'm excited to see her in hopefully more shows in the future. But yeah, loads of cool performers, really, really talented performers, and the energy on stage, honestly, like, it looked like the cast were having such a great time. I mean, that's the impression that I got as a viewer, and I was in awe of them. I was in awe of their talent. I was smiling throughout most of the show. I laughed a lot as well, because it is a bit of a comedy as well, but it was just a joy. Like, the best way to describe my experience this evening or this afternoon was that it was just joyful. It was such a joy to watch so many incredible performers on stage. And these are some of the photos from the rehearsals. And then what else have we got here? Oh yeah, that's cool actually. Did you see this as well? Some of the costume designs and stuff. Some more costume photos and rehearsal shots here as well. And yeah, they do actually have a photo of all the merchandise that they sell as well, which you hopefully would have seen earlier in the shop too. I do like that they're selling this kind of like card / passport holder. It makes sense because it's about traveling. And yeah, I think that more or less covers the program. Some more shots towards the end here, and some more photos here of the cast in rehearsals, and I'm pretty sure that might be it. Yeah, that's basically it for the program, which is always something that I like to collect whenever I see shows. I would really recommend this show. If you can go and watch it, please do, especially if you like old-fashioned kind of traditional musicals that involve a lot of dancing and just kind of feel old school. Go and watch it. You will love it. It's done really well. It's a fantastic production. The cast is great, and even if one of the kind of main cast members are off, because, you know, they all have understudies and things can go wrong, some of them might be off every now and again, don't worry, because it's such a strong cast overall that I'm pretty sure all the understudies will do a fantastic job as well. For me, it was just so nice, weirdly, to be in like a full theatre, even though I was a bit hesitant at first. It just was incredible. Like, it felt like nothing had changed, if that makes sense. And the crowd were loving it. Like, it had been a long time since the last time I saw a standing ovation in the middle of a show, and this happened at the beginning of Act 2. So Act 2 starts with a really big number again, and it was a fantastic number, and yeah, at the end of it, a lot of people gave a standing ovation. I didn't, I'm not gonna lie, I stayed in my seat, but a lot of people, particularly in the stalls, stood up, and the cast seemed to love it, and they deserved it because it was incredible. And like I said, the energy and the atmosphere and just the cheers that I heard, the clapping from the crowds from a full house was incredible. I really had missed it, and I'm so happy that slowly but surely theatres are, you know, coming back to life and being able to reopen again. I know it's been a bit of a struggle for, well, the whole industry, to be honest, but even recently, you know, a lot of theatres have opened only to then have to close again for various reasons. So I really hope that we're on the right path now. But yeah, let me know if you've seen the show. Sorry, I feel like I've really rambled, but that's what happens when I get excited about a new show that I've seen. Yeah, I do apologize though, because I can imagine it being quite annoying. But yeah, let me know if you've seen this show. Let me know if you're hoping to see this show. Yeah, any comments that you have, any questions that you think I might be able to answer, I would love to chat to you in the comments. Follow me on Instagram as well, because I do lives and other fun things on there every now and again. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!